everyone, I'm Kai Ciancio.
And I'm Jaren Kalnison, and this is the Tailwind Flash Briefing.
LinkedIn has launched new features for companies to help promote their events, learn more about their followers, and facilitate communication among employees. Page owners will now be able to see who follows them and sort by company, industry, and location. It will also let users know how people found their page. This will allow organizations to share the right content for the right audience. An events tab has been added to make it easy for people to see your organization's past and future events. And lastly, a My Company tab has been added to celebrate employee milestones. It will also announce promotions, anniversaries, and new hires, as well as just any other operational update that you want to give the LinkedIn community.
So Kai, how do you think this is beneficial from a business development perspective?
I think this is very beneficial from a business development standpoint because it allows users on LinkedIn to obviously get more updates from a corporate entity that they're looking to partner with. And so I think it will be really interesting because like right now there's a lot of focus on LinkedIn for like peer-to-peer connecting, but not so much for people to reach out to specific companies. And I think that it would be really beneficial from a sales perspective, especially for people who are targeting more like account-based marketing initiatives and for people who are more in B2B sales than directly B2C.
Okay, so what if your page doesn't have a lot of followers? What are some ways you suggest growing a following?
In terms of growing an audience on LinkedIn, and even not even on LinkedIn, growing an audience on any social media channel really much comes down to having a developed and consistent content calendar schedule. And so for people who really want to utilize LinkedIn as a platform to generate more prospects, it will really come down to the content you're posting on LinkedIn in order to increase that followership on your business page. And so you can do that through sharing articles as well as just the thought leadership insights from your organization, as well as tagging appropriate hashtags and the other people who are involved in the conversation so you can gain some traction with the LinkedIn community.
Our second story is about Reddit's new cheeky marketing campaign to encourage people to vote. Recently, Reddit launched its first marketing campaign ever to encourage people to vote in this upcoming election. The Billboard campaigns uses Reddit's upvote and downvote system to compare content from the site to real-life voting. For example, a picture of a banana with 146,000 upvotes was paired with the text that read, "If Reddit votes counted in real life, this banana could have been elected to Congress 2018. Reddit users submit more than 165 million votes on the site every day. So Reddit hopes that the comparison in their upvote campaign will convince people to vote in real life.
So Jaren, what are your thoughts on this campaign?
Overall, I think Reddit would be the right brand to pull off this kind of cheeky marketing campaign. It's a very important topic. Everyone should vote. And I think bringing this topic to light for this audience is perfect for this timing. So Kai, do you think it's important to vote?
I do think it's important to vote. I think that the only way to ensure that your voice is heard on a political landscape in this country is to vote. And that can not necessarily be true, especially in today's day and age where a lot more political candidates are getting involved on social media. They're starting to do like a lot more social listening to what people actually want. And so even like recently, we've seen a lot of change in like how people correspond with elected officials, but in order to make those voices heard and those voices like standardized, people need to go to the ballots and submit their request for who they want to represent them. Going into like the Reddit campaign a little bit more specifically, I think it's interesting that their play on this is literally just trying to communicate people to like, hey, it's super easy for you to do this on this website. Why are you not going into the ballots to do it anyway? But I think it's also going to the point that a lot of people have been bringing up lately too, is that like, why are we still requesting in-person ballots? Why are we still making American citizens go in to submit their ballots when there's so much advanced technology now that we could probably securely and accurately report on voting in a real-time fashion, just like Reddit can. Well, I'm Kai Ciancio.
And I'm Jaren Kalnison.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Tailwind Flash Briefing, and be sure to keep an eye out for our next episode.